You hear that sound? That sizzle? That's what it's all about. We've got a steak cooking here. I've got Travis. I'm at the kitchen at Price Cutter because you're going to show us how to make the perfect ribeye. Memorial Day, 4th of July, whatever you like, or you just make it a holiday by having a great steak. First of all, thanks for having us by. Do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Walk us through the steps here. And the first one is everybody wants to know that if they're buying a ribeye or whatever cut of meat, they're getting a good cut. How do you know you're going to get a good cut?
Well, there's really not a way to get a bad cut of ribeye from one end to the other.
Okay.
Some people prefer more fat than others, so therefore you'd choose just a different end, a large end or a small end of the ribeye itself.
And it's a pretty versatile steak, too. I mean, yeah, you can cook it up, boom, just like this, but you can do a lot of things with ribeye.
Yeah, Philly cheesesteaks, you know, people use them for the holidays, for roast, for example.
Oh, yeah, you get the whole roast and go to town.
Just a steak sandwich if you wanted to have a thin cut ribeye. There's so many different ways.
We're going to go through the traditional, make me a steak, I got a steak, I'm going to eat a steak. So tell us what you got going.
What you see here, what we already have is just a ribeye on the grill with just salt and pepper. Just simple salt and pepper, and that's it on there. Keep it simple. Let the flavor of the steak be the pronouncing factor of the steak itself.
I mean, you can add things if you want to. If you have, you know, a taste for garlic or whatever you want, you can.
Or marinade.
Salt and pepper, keep it simple.
Very simple.
All right.
And then you just cook it to the preferred doneness that you would like.
All right. What is the best way? Everybody has their own way of saying, this is the way I cook it to make it done right. But as far as, you know, health, safety, all that kind of stuff, what kind of temperatures are you looking at?
Well, you want to be at least 150.
Okay.
145 to 150. Anything over that, you're good to go.
All right. So 145, 150, and that means have a good thermometer.
Correct.
Don't guess at it.
Yeah, you can go up to 210. That's going to get you a well-done steak. Not my preference, but some people prefer it to be done.
Yeah, I'm one of those kind of people. Yeah. But see, now I know exactly what the temperature level is. Okay, so you season it, you marinate it, whatever you want. You pop it on the grill.
Pop it on the grill.
How long? Because you know, I think a lot of people they're worriers. They flip things back and forth. That's not really the way to do it.
Not the best way. I prefer and I recommend searing a steak. So you're going to put it on a hot grill. Roughly 450, 500. Leave it on there 3 or 4 minutes. Flip it over. Let it sear the other side, and then just kind of remove it from the heat a little bit and let it continue to cook itself.
So kind of an indirect thing.
Indirect.
You can do the same thing if you're working with, you know, charcoal briquettes and things like that. Just put everything off to one side.
Yeah, move it. Just move it to a cooler spot on the grill.
Yeah. All right. So how long are you going on these? Is it more temperature, or are you thinking still time?
Well, some people go by temp. They'll stick their thermometer in there. If you cook enough, you kind of would know by time how long it would actually take. All
right. So that's cooking up right now, and I have a feeling you're probably going to cook it to a rare, medium rare, right in there.
Yeah.
That's the
medium
normal standard.
It's just about where I like it.
Okay. All right. All right. You're getting up toward where I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. So we've got the steak cooking, but you've got something a little extra you're going to throw in on the side. Tell us about that.
And why not, if you're going to be cooking ribeye, include shrimp at the same time. So
you're in my ballpark. Yep.
I prefer to put a couple of extra on so that the grill master gets to have a snack while he's cooking.
Yeah, remember that. Remember, always make a couple for yourself.
Yeah. What I have here are just your basic raw shrimp, skewered with a smoky Alabama grill marinade.
Okay.
Just kind of gives it that smoky flavor at the same time.
That's what you like, but of course everybody has their own idea.
You can marinate with whatever you we sell a marinade in the store as well as just plain, and you can put on whatever you'd like.
Okay. So you got your steak going. Now you're going to put your shrimp on. Now it seems to me that shrimp is a different timing thing than steak. Am I right, or am I just kind of that's an idea?
Shrimp is going to not take as long.
Okay.
Maybe you leave a shrimp on the grill too long, it's going to become rubbery, and then you're not going to have the good quality.
Yeah.
So generally about 3 minutes aside on the grill. Just kind of look for a little bit of pinkness. Sometimes you could do the squeeze test with the tongs and kind of see where they're at as well. So
is that something you're talking about when the steak is getting just about ready, you pop the shrimp
on there. Yep.
Okay. Yep. All right. Do you turn these, or you just leave them alone?
I will turn them in about 3 minutes. I'll leave it on and then turn them over to the other side.
Okay. So you go about 3 minutes on each side.
On each side. And
that should be it.
Generally done. They're going to continue to cook a little bit once you take them off the grill as well.
And if you make a few extra skewers, put them on nice and early, and you can be eating while the steak is getting done.
Absolutely.
This is a win-win situation all the way around.
There's perks to working the grill, you know?
Yeah. And of course, you can get everything you need right here at Price Cutter. And the one thing that I found is that if you have a problem, you have questions,
just give us a call.
It's pretty simple.
Questions for you. We're always available.
And of course, if you come out and you're looking for something different, something special, the guys in the meat area, they can steer you towards something you may not have thought of. Ribeye, you may have thought of. You can't lose. Shrimp, can't lose. But they have other suggestions too, right?
Yep. And again, I'm one that enjoys the flavor that the fat holds when you grill. So, of course, his has a little bit more fat on it than some people would prefer.
Sure, but the whole thing is you can make it the way you want it. Again, follow the temperature guidelines for something like that. And the one thing, you may not like fat, but that's what gives it the real flavor.
That's where the flavor is.
All right, let's put this up so folks can see it. And this is a beautiful meal. Some ribeye, some shrimp, add the side you like. You can find it at Price Cutter. Not only great cuts of meat, but great information as well. Travis, thanks.
Thank you.
All at Price Cutter.